Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. It's been a while since we did a show. Today is going to be a bona fide show. I'm sorry it's so late. It took me a really long time to gather all of the research, and so I am here and I'm sorry, I gotta get the thumbnail and everything updated. Give me one second. Give me one second. Enjoy the music in the time being. Okay, so I just got the thumbnail and everything updated. Today's video is sponsored by Adam and Eve. So if you need something from Adam and Eve, please put in my code Tanya TKO. They have given us an amazing code that is really powerful. You get 50% off of one item plus free shipping off your entire order. And they got 24/7 customer service, 90-day, no hassle, no question asked, return. You can return anything within 90 days. It's just great. I've gotten some things from there and I have tested the coupon code myself and it's really powerful. Like if you get something that costs $80, as I did, that 50% off changes that to $40. And it just is a powerful code. So if you need something from Adam and Eve, if you've been thinking about getting some stuff, if you just want to look around, go to adamandeve.com, put in the code Tanya TKO. They really looked out for us in terms of the discount that they've given us. Oh yes, the freaks come out, Catherine. They really do. And get your freak on. Listen, if you're not having fun in your relationship or with yourself, then you're missing out on so much in life. And I just want to encourage us ladies to explore. That's all. I just explore. You know what I mean? There's so much fun to be had. And so if your cousin orders from them all the time, give your cousin the code and he or she will get 50% off of an item plus free shipping on the entire order. US and Canada, there's certain restrictions that apply. So just make sure that but when you put the code in, if there is something that is already heavily discounted, they will give you the maximum amount that you can get discounted off of it. So I just wanted to let you all know that the code is Tanya TKO. It's TONYA TKO. And so I appreciate you all showing up and showing out because this is our first sponsor and it's a sponsor that I have been wanting to work with for a while. And so I'm glad that they saw the value in the platform that they wanted to treat you all. All right. Oh, all right. Look, the inside of the description of the video is the code with the statement that I need to read. So I just have to make sure that I get all of that together. Yeah. So 50% off one item, free shipping on your entire order, US and Canada, and certain restrictions apply. So, so as long as you know that. So listen, today we are going to be talking about kitten heels, whomever, rest his whatever he got going on. You know what I'm saying? But there were a lot of dangerous things that emerged from his reign online. And I wanted to show you all. I wanted to show you what was exposed because there's going to be another kitten to get these people in a flurry. So so this is what we're going to be talking about today. We have 6 minutes on the clock. KNRB, thank you so much. There was somebody whose birthday it was today. So happy birthday, Knockout. Thank you for spending the final part of your birthday with us. We will probably be rocking until after midnight because there's a few different videos that I want to show you all. So yeah, thank you all so much. I'm going to turn back up the music and I'm going to get ready. It's been a while since I've done a live show, like a full show because, I've been traveling and, I was on my healing journey and all of that. So it feels really good to be back. Oh no, somebody's saying they lost the audio. Tell them to refresh because the audio is still showing here. Is there anybody else? Oh my gracious, what's going on? Oh my gosh, hold on, let's see. Okay, how is it now? Let me know if we have sound. I don't know what's going on, but let me know if you all have gotten the sound back, because if we haven't, then we are going to have to restart everything. All right. I need you all to let me know if there's anybody who has or doesn't have audio. Okay, we were having some technical difficulties, and I really don't want to have technical difficulties on this broadcast because this broadcast is so important. I'm back. I don't know what happened, but it cut the chat out because I tried to update the title on the server, and it just started going bonkers. But oh, Michael Banks is a first-time listener. Okay, well, welcome in, Mikey. All right, so welcome in, everybody. It seems like we're down at the final song is coming up. Let me see if I can remember how to get my groove back to this. All right, let's see if we can get our groove back. Let's see. Here we go. Y'all ready? All right, here we go. Here. All right, here we go. Boom, boom, into my room. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, into my room. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, into my room. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, into my room. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, into my room. Hey, and if you are going to boom, boom in your room, make sure you go to Adam and Eve and get yourself some fun stuff for the boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. To my room. Hey, I'm so happy to be back, you all. We got just 2 minutes on the clock. I can't believe it went by so quickly. Go ahead and thumbs up the video. Get ready. Hey, we got 230 people in the house. This is a pretty big turnout early in the evening. It's a Friday, laid back. So come on. Boom, 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 into my room. I respect people who are small business owners. One of the things that I notice is that people come by dropping links. Do not drop links on my platform unless you want that to be the last comment you comment. If you want to advertise on my show, like Adam and Eve has done, write me privately. Hey, all right, we got 1 minute on the clock. Oh, I'm so excited and I'm nervous because, you know, it's been so long since I've done an official show. I don't know how to keep my fingers together for the different screens. So I have a lot of things that I want to show you today. So let's get ready. Oh my gosh, 57 seconds. Oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. And so, Michael, how did you happen to find this platform? For anybody who's here for the first time, go ahead and throw up the number 1 if this is your very first time on my broadcast, and let me know how you found us here. I want to know. 33 seconds. I better stand up. Let me get my music pumping. All right, here we go. Hey, 23 seconds. Oh my goodness, it's happening so quickly. Oh my goodness, 16 seconds. I'm so excited to be here with you all. Okay, now what we gotta do is we gotta get live on these other platforms. Hey, you know what? Let's bust our groove before we decide. Hey, let's not. Let's just go ahead and get live. All right, we are live on LinkedIn. We are live on Facebook. And we are live on Twitter. Come on, bust the groove with your girl. Hey. We gotta listen. The topic of today, my. You won't believe what I found. I want to give a shout out to all of you who come through sending me links and videos and things that you know that I need to see. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I am your host, Tanya TKO. I am a self-love specialist from TanyaTKO.com, and I help you learn how to love yourselves and one another. On this channel, we use viral video topics as teachable moments for what self-love or self-abuse looks like in your life. And for those of you who don't know, there was a male by the name of Kevin Rashawn Samuels who created video content online. He went viral for telling a woman she was average at best because she was 35. She had a 13-year-old son, and he spent a lot of time under the guise of teaching women how to have relationships, but his core audience were males. I have a lot of links and things that I want to show you and proof of his agenda exposed. So I want you to go grab up a seat, go throw your pashmina over you, keep yourself warm and strong, because what I'm going to show you today is going to be what we women have been saying all along. There have been a lot of men who have come out saying that women just don't want to take accountability, that that we have issues with how men truly feel on the inside. I'm going to show you some stats. I'm going to play a video for you all, and we're going to get it cracking and popping just like that. So, like the video, thumbs up, subscribe. Today's video is sponsored by Adam and Eve. So make sure that, so listen, let me try that again. All right. Today's video is sponsored by Adam and Eve. When you use the code Tanya TKO, you get, when you use the code Tanya TKO, you get 50% off one item plus free shipping in the US and Canada. There are some exclusions that apply. So make sure that if you are going to go to Adam and Eve, make sure that you use the code. They gave us a really powerful code to get great discounts off. They have 24/7 customer service. They have 90-day no hassle return. You can return anything in 90 days, get your money back. And it's a powerful code. I've used it. And at checkout, they give you suggestions for things like this velvet bag or toy cleaners or however the case may be. Because in today's video, listen, winter is coming. Oh yes, winter is coming. But not for who you think. And ladies, when this winter comes, you're going to have to huddle up. Huddle up. And when you do huddle up, take the time to get to know yourself and satisfy yourself, because I'm going to show you evidence that there's a lot of effery going on out here. And so let's take a look at the first thing that I want to show you. The first thing that I want to show you. Here we go. Right here. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this forward. All right. Oh my gosh. You know what? I think the first thing, you know what? The first thing I'm going to show you is Charleston White. I was going to show you that first, but I'm going to show you Charleston White, and then I'm going to tell you who Charleston White is, and then we're going to go from there.
Ain't no woman celebrated to death or no man that she ain't fucking. That nigga ain't done nothing to nobody.
Okay, this is just ridiculous. I'm sorry. The whole thing is just dumb to me. All right. Let's continue going forward here. I want you to hear this, and I'm going to show you the damn hypocrisy. Here.
Ain't no woman celebrated to death or no man that she ain't fucking. That nigga ain't done nothing to nobody for a motherfucker to celebrate his death. Or he done something so good that they had to celebrate his death. Oh, I'm glad that motherfucker gone. Oh, we can breathe. No, homie. He was helping us. He was bringing them bitches down to a level where they needed to be. Look us eye to eye. Cause for a long time, them hoes been looking down on us since that TLC song, I Don't Want No Scrub. Nigga in the passenger side of his best friend ride. Bitch, so? Let me borrow your car, and I promise in 2 months I get a car, bitch. Yeah, right now, yeah, bitch. I put more money into my rims than I did my transmission. So, bitch, bitch, I'm a good man. Just because I'm in this nigga passenger seat, you want to discredit me. So, yeah, nigga, till Kevin and Sammy come along, we didn't know how to handle them hoes with good credit, with money.
All right. Thank you. Thank you all so much. You know what? Oh my God. Oh my God. When I first saw this guy, I thought that he was a comedian until I read his bio. Oh no, this guy is serious. He's not a comedian. I thought he was joking. I thought he was joking until I read his bio. So in his bio, this guy, Charleston White, is a teen Texas gang leader. He'd gone to jail from the age of 14 to 21 because when he went to rob some people with a group of folks, the guy ended up unalive. And so he got charged and thus had to pay the consequences of the guy who was made unalive by someone in his group or however the case may be. So this guy, on that page, they call him a motivational speaker. You think it's a joke me make? Look. They are calling him where is it? It says he's a sensation, a motivational speaker, and all of this madness. I said motivational what? So they're calling him a motivational speaker. This man is for real. So when you think he's joking, oh no, this is what I mean. Ladies, winter is coming, but this is only the beginning. You know what? We'll play this again. It's only a minute. I want you to hear. I just want you to hear the depravity. We'll play it one more again for you all. One more again. Listen.
Yeah, ain't no woman celebrated to death of no man that she ain't fucking. That nigga ain't done nothing to nobody for a motherfucker celebrate his death. Or he done something so good that they had to celebrate his death. Oh, I'm glad that motherfucker gone. Oh, we can breathe. No, homie. He was helping us. Yeah.
I just want you to hear. He was helping us. And then when I be reading these comments with my accent, you all be like, oh, why are you doing that? But look at how they sound.
Yeah, he was bringing them bitches down to a level where they needed to be.
Okay. He was bringing them bitchs down to a level where they needed to be. What level is that? This is what we've been telling you all for quite some time. His show was never about helping to create relationships, because I'm going to show you some statistics from the Department of Labor. I'm going to show you some statistics showing you the median income, the employment, unemployment, full-time employment rate. Plus, I'm going to show you a bunch of things. We have a lot of things to get to, but I want you to just hear the sickness in his mind. Just listen.
Look us eye to eye, because for a long time, them hoes been looking down on us.
So you see, he was bringing them to a position where they needed to be, eye to eye, because they was looking down on us, which means she was in a position. You remember, I done already told you, we already went over this. We talked about how Brookings Institute had done a report, how the inheritance of poverty in the Black community is about the men. When a Black woman, it has the stats, the data. I'll put this in the description, not in the description. I'll put it in the comment section right now so that you all can see. That's that right there, right? When a Black woman, when a black women, white women could be on the same trajectory to escape poverty until a Black woman ties herself to an albatross of a Black man. And then all of a sudden, her ability to escape poverty diminishes. And I'm going to show you some numbers which may help us understand how and why. Deborah, you late. You should have been here on time. You need to be a part of the text notification squad. The link to join the text notification squad is in the description. So listen, let's continue going forward. listening to this man and his depraved thoughts, because that's what they wanted. You bees were too high and mighty. You needed to look us eye to eye. You needed to get put in your place. That's what Kevin Samuels was there for.
Since that TLC song, I don't want no scrub. Nigga in the passenger side of his best friend ride. Bitch, so?
I just want you to hear. So TLC came out with a song saying, I don't want no scrub. And he's like, so? Which means scrub should be okay for you. That's what, let me rewind it just a little bit.
Bitch, so? Let me borrow your car, and I promise in 2 months I get a car, bitch.
So you weren't able to get a car without her. But in 2 months of you borrowing her car, then all of a sudden, magically, you're going to get a car. And then listen to the next part.
Yeah, right now, yeah, bitch, I put more money into my rims than I did my transmission. So, bitch, bitch, I'm a good man. Just cause
So, this man is talking about displaying poor habit, poor decision making. He spent more money on his rims than his transmission, and now he has no car, and he's like, so what, B? And that's supposed to be good enough. This is supposed to be good enough. And he's like, I'm a good man. What is it that makes you a good man? You're not even taking care of yourself. You're not even a good adult. And it was like Kitten Heals, his content, and the Manosphere's content, it enables people like him. I should be able to get the best woman. I should be able to date up. I should be able to date a woman who you should date me even though I don't have a car, even though I want to F you on the first night and I can't care for kids. These men are out here saying that it's your responsibility if you get pregnant, even though the female orgasm does not release an egg. Women are on a cycle. It's the male orgasm that releases the building blocks of DNA, the fertilizer for your egg. You carry the seed, he has the fertilizer. And then they're out here saying that you're more responsible than they are during intercourse, but your orgasm doesn't produce an egg. It's their orgasm that releases the DNA. But yet they're constantly wanting to have these orgasms. And then when it comes time to take care of the responsibility, then all of a sudden it's on you. You're the one that's supposed to be accountable. They're constantly in the manosphere talking about how women don't like to be accountable. They're fresh and fit fish and frog. They're talking about women are allergic to accountability. But for far too long, the responsibility has been on women, on girls, who teenage pregnancies on average are created by men who are more than 7 years older than them. We're talking about grown men, 20 up, impregnating teenage girls, 13 and 14. But it was her responsibility because she should have kept her legs closed. Meanwhile, she didn't have a father in the home, so she didn't value herself. And then she went out there, or there was no one there to protect her. And it becomes this vicious cycle where we are constantly blaming the women. And then people like Kitten Heels comes out and they're like, oh, he was encouraging women to have intercourse on the first date, attempting to bring women down. Listen, let's continue. Let's finish this out, because there's something else that I want you to hear. And so, as I was saying, look, we talked about this already. Ladies, if you have an itch that needs to be scratched, this video is sponsored by Adam and Eve. I was only supposed to mention them once, but I'm mentioning them again. Why not? Why not? When you use my name, Tanya TKO, at checkout, you get 50% off one item and free shipping off your entire order in the US and Canada. Some exclusions apply. Because I've read a statistic, 75% of these interactions with men does not result in your orgasm. So it's like, come on. And this is what, come on. They want you to have no options but this. I'm going to show you, listen, I'm going to show you some I'm going to show you some data that's going to, when I saw this data before I did this video, I almost cried. I almost cried. Yes, go ahead and share the video. Tag somebody in the video. We have almost 1,000 people on here right now. So let's get it. Let's get it. Come.
I'm in this nigga passenger seat. You want to discredit me. So yeah, nigga, till Kevin Samuel come along, we didn't know how to handle them hoes with good credit.
He didn't know how to handle them hoes with good credit until Kevin Samuels came along. I just want you to hear the mentality. What does your credit look like, sir? So they were feeling too high. And listen, ladies, please divest until you find what it is that you need. Go get, listen, there's some great toys out there. If you have a great relationship, keep that relationship spicy. Because what's out here in the streets is a bunch of dust. Is a bunch of dust. Here, listen.
With money.
So they didn't know how to handle them hoes with good credit and money. But you bitches had to be put in your place.
About women.
I want you to hear this. For those of you who are Jon Moss fans, listen, I don't have no issue with this man. I take no issue with him. However, this needs to be discussed because this is the expose right here. Jillian needs to replace her little pink friend. Well, you know what to do. 50% off an item, free shipping on your entire order. It makes it so easy. It makes it so easy. And I'm sure that, listen, I'm sure you all would love to know what I got inside this pouch, but y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready to know all of that. But let's continue going forward. I want you to hear this. I want you to hear this. I want you to hear. Look, listen.
Stressed about women using them for money that they do not possess. Okay, I'm going to attempt to get this in under 60 seconds. Men talk about their future wealth and gold-digging women like companies advertising perfumes using visual media. What's the greatest barrier to advertising perfume via video? The consumer cannot smell it. Therefore, the advertiser has to create entire brand worlds and environment in which this fragrance exists in order to entice the person to buy it. The same thing happens to wealth in capitalism. In order for capitalism to succeed, a very select few people need to be seen succeeding within this system. Therefore, there are a crap ton of people that think of themselves not as currently poor, but as future rich people. Cishet men in particular think that this is their destiny. Essentially, capitalism has helped them form an...
I just want you to hear that. They don't think of themselves as currently poor, but future rich because of the way that capitalism is posited in our society, shown. You know, all this wealth exists out there. And they're like, well, I'm going to have that wealth in the future. I promise you. I promise you, with all that is good on God's green earth, I have spoken with a person who did not have the current money, but was judging women based on his future earning potential, or what he perceived as his future earning potential. I promise you. And I want you to hear what this man right here says.
An entire brand world or fantasy in which they are actually rich right now, despite their circumstances telling them that that's not true right now. And it is from the vantage point of this manufactured brand world in which they are looking for a potential partner.
I'm gonna break this down like a third grader because I had this mindset for like a good, I want to say 13 days. I was like, I'm not about to get married because nobody's going to divorce me and take half of my money. But then I was like, wait a minute. Why would I be in a situation where I'm married to somebody that would divorce me and take half of my money? Why wouldn't I just be a great husband so that she didn't want to divorce me and take half my money? But the mindset was all women were cheaters and liars. So then it goes into the mindset where it's like, wait a minute, if she's just going to cheat on me and lie on me, why would I want her to have half of my things? Half of what things? Half of what things? I don't have anything right now. And I haven't even got to that point.
Listen, you cannot make this up. You can't make this up. He's over here, fists scrunched up on money that he ain't got. scrunched up on money that he ain't got. I want to break down his video in its entirety. I'm going to skip forward because there's something else that I want you to hear. Because he was over there having these demands and expectations of women and intercourse based on stuff that he's hearing and seeing out there. Because of his perceived future earning potential. Listen, somebody said they like his FB page. He seems like an interesting young man who's in a complicated situation with whatever's going on with him mentally, emotionally, psychologically, all of that. He makes engaging content. His following is much larger than mine. I don't want any smoke with his following. This is not about him. This is about the prototype of what exists out there because I'm going to show you some numbers. Because the numbers I'm going to show you, you will not believe because you think that all of these men, like the kitty cats that you see inside of my comment area over here who are attempting to attack me, you think they got six figures? You think that all of the men them who is commenting on this stuff with all of their anger and vitriol and vinegar, you think that all of them are making six figures? I'm going to show you what percentage of the black populace, the male black populace, is making six figures. I'm going to show you what percentage of them, listen, haven't even worked in 365 days. And the percentage is, wait till you see the numbers. So this is not about Jon Moss, LOL. It's not about him. It's about the mentality that exists. He said he only had this mentality for 2 weeks. Who knows? Who knows? But how many of the kittens banging out their fur on the keyboard, the ones crying and wailing into their pillows because there's nobody to put you bitchs in your place, how many of them still have this mentality about their future earning potential? His name is in the title of the video. Listen, let's continue going forward. I want to go back to the part where he says, what money? What money?
Where it's like, wait a minute, if she's just gonna cheat on me and lie on me, why would I want her to have half of my things? Half of what things? Half of what things? I don't have anything right now. And I haven't even got to that point. But because I saw so many other people going through so much things and so many other dudes lying about their relationships because they were saying, oh, I was doing all of this great things. Literally, I was doing the bare minimum and she didn't want to stay around for the bare.
You know what? His video is so deep. I want to break down his video all by itself, but there's so many other links that we need to get to. So just remind me to do his video another day. So let's continue going forward in his video. Oh, here, because this is what I want you to hear. This is what I want you to hear right here. Let's see.
Teaching you because they tell you that you're supposed to go for that one goal, sex. And then you start to believe the sex that you are having is not good. Why? Because of what you're watching. You're like, wow, they're doing this and this person doesn't want to do this. So let me find somebody else that can give me better than this.
Meanwhile, the man broke. He ain't got no money, but based on his perceived, I'm going to be rich in the future, he's having all of these demands of what's not good enough for him right now. You know something? I didn't get the timeline of this, but I wanted to show you this. Oh yes, this is where he lives. This is where he lives. I don't know how the universe helped me click right on that spot because I had not had the timestamp. But look, I want you to just look, listen to this.
And then start to go out into the world thinking that those beliefs are true because nobody is telling you the correct thing. And I'm really going through it right now. I haven't cleaned my room up in a hot minute, and my mom would always tell me girls don't like guys that didn't clear their room. And then start to go out into the world thinking that those beliefs are true because nobody is telling you the correct thing. And I'm really going through it right now. I haven't cleaned my room up.
So, listen, Nelly, don't worry. I'm going to break that down all by itself Don't you worry. He did a good video, and we're gonna hear it out because he was dropping. But I want to do a video because you know what happens when I do these long videos? The content gets lost inside of it when I need to break that whole thing down by itself. So he's over here judging you and the type of intercourse that you're having or not having and dumping you based on his perceived future potential. Meanwhile, this is the area in which the man is living. This is, he says, is his room. What the F is going on here? What the F is going on? And you know, this is so, you know what? Let me just play a little bit more of this because listen.
Up in a hot minute, and my mom would always tell me girls don't like guys that didn't clear their room. That is not true. That is not true.
Which means he's had a woman over. Remember how I told you all about how they'll have you down in the basement with the dog feces all around you, splitting you from the middle with their little thing that barely wiggle. And you ladies are out there cracking it open, fighting with me, telling you to love yourself. This is what I'm saying. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Go get yourself a little toy. Hold yourself over. If you need some hugs, I'm telling you, you can go to church and ask anybody for a hug. Some of the elders, they will hug you. You have to value yourself enough. But look, there's more. There's more that we need to get into. So I'm going to be checking the apples in a moment. You will be able to have your comment read on air if you send. Oh, snap. We got a super apple that came in, but there's a few more things we need to go over before we check the super apple. But thank you. I just want to show you some things because there's some stats. Wow, I love the love. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. There's some stats that I want you to see. And then we're actually going to play a video from the departed kitten godfather himself. The moment he decided and he was pontificating about bashing women from 2017. I'm gonna play that for you. But let's continue going forward. Listen, as I told you all, this is not about Jon Moss, LOL. He seems like a very complicated, complex person, but let's continue going forward because there's a few things that I want to show you. What's the first thing? Oh, here we go. Let's close this tab of Charleston because, all right. This is what I want you to see right here. Look, this is what I want you to see. Okay. I want you to take a look at this thing right here. This is a chart that shows you. This is on blackdemographics.com. Earnings and employment age 16 to 64, 16 and up. I want you to see. So percent who are in the labor force. Listen, let's continue. Let's down here, right? 16 and up. Worked full-time year-round, 37%, right? Full-time median earnings for 2018, this is for Black men, $41,000. The other list is for all men combined, and then we're going to show you, I'm going to break it down by race for you, right? Earn part-time or other, 22%. And what is the percentage for no earnings at all? What is that number? I want you to take a look and tell me what that number is for Black men who had no earnings all year. When I saw this number, I almost cried before the video started. Because we're talking about, what is the number? You see it right there on the screen, 41%. 41% of Black men who had no earnings at all for the whole year. Now, this is including people between the ages of 16 and up, but even for a 16-year-old not to have any type of summer job or anything, that's just, listen. So here we go. Let's continue going forward. The number of Black men who make 20 to 29,000 a year, 20,000. And listen, if you add up 37% plus 22% plus 41%, so we have worked full time, there were less black men working full time than those who had no earnings for the entire year. And when we say, oh, well, these are people that we're talking about 16 and up. But when you look at other demographics, even for that same age range, all men combined, the number is only at 30% for all men. And remember that black men are in that number, so they're dragging that number down to the 30%. So listen, I'm telling you, it's a sad situation out there. So when we get up to earning 30 to 49,000, that's where we have the 32% right there. 50,000 to 74,000, 20%. When we get to 75,000 or more, it's down at 13%, right? And then let's jump over to this chart here that talks about this right here is a chart that talks about how many black men are in the upper class. So they're talking about the upper third of society. They're saying there's 2.5 million black men who are in the upper class of society, right? But I want you to see, because remember on that last chart we talked about 16 and up. But I want you to see this, because this talks about where these men are in the sector. We're going to break this down real quick for you all right here. Let's take a look at this right here. Military service as of age 22, of the black men who are in the upper 3%, 26% of them were in the military or had military service. This is the number that I really want you to concentrate on. I'm going to put it on the large screen so that you can see it. Of the men who are 50 to 58, who are in the upper percentile, right? I just want you to see, just take a look. Take a look. What percent of those men are married? Like the ones who are making that, 33% married once and still married. Remarried, 31%. Divorced or widowed, 17%. Never married, what is the number for never married? If you can see it right here. And if the numbers are too small, you can always play this on your computer screen. I'm sorry, you can play this on your TV so that it's larger for you. 6%. Women help men through the relationship. Being in a marriage with a woman helps him earn more money. As you see, 33%, so we're talking about, wow, let me get my calculator and add this up real quick so that we can see, because we had, calculator, we have 33% married once, plus 31% remarried, plus 17% widowed. That's 81%. I don't know if you can see that. That's 81% right there. 81% of the men who are in that upper tier are all attached to a woman in some sort of way. 6% never married. So these men who are like, you ain't gonna take my money, you ain't gonna take the money that they don't have, right? It's the women, it's us who help them make more money. It's us. It's us. It's women. It's the relationship with a woman. We help them live longer. We help them earn more. We help them become eternal through our wombs. There's more numbers I want to show you. There's more numbers I want to show you, right? There's more numbers. How many black men make six figures? That's where we have, what percentage of people in the United States, period, make six figures? So the number is 5.4% of the US population makes six figures or more. However, when you adjust that for people who are working, right? Earners. So not people who are too young or people who are not working or housewives. It is 9% of all earners in the United States. However, how is that distributed, right? I just want to add this little caveat in there. I just want to. So Jared says, my worth goes up if I was single. Child, you don't even have the gumption, man. You're not even living. Your worth, you ain't living past 50. We see the kitten godfather, Kevin Samuels, dead at 50 something, guzzling all them Red Bulls, and some rumor says he was taking some stimulants, some erotic stimulants from the damn gas station. This is what I'm saying. Don't do that. Just go listen. Adam and Eve, just go listen. Tanya, use my code Tanya TKO at checkout. This is what I'm saying. Come on. This is too much. Don't be out here like that. Go take care of yourself at a legitimate place. Find the toys and adult things that you need that are good, legitimate. What the hell? This is just too damn much. I'm telling you. So I wanted to drop this caveat for you all right here. 72% of six-figure earners are men, while 57% of workers earning less than $25,000 are women. So I want us to keep in mind that men still are carrying the lion's share of earning in our society, right? And then, I just wanted to drop this off for you in case there's anybody who's looking to move. California has the greatest percentage of men who are making this. They got almost 2 million men out there who are making more than let's see, is that, who are making more than $100,000. New York has about 1 million. So, but California seems to be where it's at. But when we talk about California, we have to now talk about Silicon Valley. And that's where we get into the racial demographic breakdown right here. I just want you to take a look at this, right? Because in our society, Asians are far out earning every other race of men, as you see here on this side right here. And these colors, the purple color is 20 to 29, the blue color is 30 to 39, the black color is 40 to 49, and the red color is 50 to 59. So when you get into this demographic of Asian men between the ages of 40 and 49, they're on average making 100,000, 30 to 39, 71,000. Once they get to 50 to 59, the numbers drop down, and then 20 to 29, their numbers are low as well. Hispanic is right here, and Black is right here. We're talking 30 to 39, he's making $34,000 a year. 40 to 49, he's making 47, and it doesn't really go up much once he gets into his 50s for Black men. White men is here on the left. They're doing better than Black men, but the numbers are out there, right? Listen, yeah, you all are talking about the price of living, but hey, listen, the money is coming in, but yeah, so but it's nice to have the money coming in. But let's talk about some of the other numbers, right? How many Black men are there in the United States? There are 19 million Black men in the United States, and there are 21 million Black women. So there are more Black women than there are Black men. So ladies, if you do not want to divest, I don't know what you're going to do. You're going to have to think of something. I don't know what you're going to do, but you need to think of something. I want to show you all another piece of data that I want you to look at. It's probably on that first website that I went to. No, not that one. Where's blackdemographics.org? Where is that? Here. No, that's not it. Here it is. Let me move it closer to the other ones. I wanted to show you all this. Okay. Where is I'll just show you this page because I'm scrolling through it trying to look for the numbers that relationships, Black men, divorced, currently married, never married, 52%, Black marriage in 2017. Okay, who black women married? 93% have a black husband. Who black men married? 85% have a black wife. And we're not talking about, so look, there's a disparity right there. So black women, if you outnumber black men and 93% of us are marrying black, but only 85% of them are marrying black, plus we're talking about gay, prison population. Here it talks about education level. Where's the education? Here's the education. Attended college, bachelor's degree and higher, 19%. So they're going to college, but they're not graduating. There's another thing that I wanted to show you. I'm looking for, was it here? It wasn't on that. What did I want to show you? I wanted to show you. Oh my gosh. It seems like I can't find it, but that's fine. I showed you most of what I wanted to show you. It's like sometimes you close out these things here. So let's continue going forward. All right. There's something else that I wanted to show you all, right? There's something else I wanted to show you all. Kitten Heels. When he first decided that he was going to attack black women, I'm going to let you hear it from his own mouth. But first, what is this? I hear. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my We have a super apple that has come in. We have a super apple that has come in from Steve, and he says, I want that rich level money like you, Tanya. What you know about what I'm rolling with, son? Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support and the love. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me send you some hearts. That's dope. I appreciate that. And so, okay. So if you want your comment read on air, the Cash App @ is in the description of the video. So I appreciate you all very much. Thank you so much, Steve, for the love and support. Listen, without further ado, I want you to hear from Kevin Samuel's own mouth. He knew what he was doing. So here, let's take a listen to that. Here. All right. Here. So this video was from 2017, I believe. So it was a few years ago. You see he looks a little different here. But in this video, he's talking to men about cologne and wearing nice clothes and how your clothes have to look a certain way. And I just want you to hear him out. Listen to what he's saying.
Upset if you're not getting the outcomes you want. And a lot of times guys don't want to hear that truth. We just don't. You know, if I come on here talking about, you know, female nature, such and so forth, and if I would start bashing women or talking noise, oh man, the likes and everything will go through the roof. But when you start talking to men saying, guys, you know, cheap is some of the most expensive stuff out there. You gotta do better with your image. You need to get in the gym or start working out. You know, check out your nutrition, drink more water, think about what you're wearing, put a little thought into it, and stop acting like clothes and your image is just this disposable thing that no one's supposed to care about, or that you're special and the rules don't apply to you. Guys, a lot of guys don't want to hear that because
Now, this is a long video. I took the time to listen to every single minute of this video, and I was stunned. When he first when he first came out, he was talking to men about the things that they needed to do to improve, and he always kept it in the back of his mind that if he does look a little thin there. He wasn't doing well financially. He wasn't doing well financially. He had not paid his child support for his biological daughter, which was proven by a court-ordered paternity test for all the kittens who are going to try to claim that that wasn't his child. He hadn't paid child support on her in several years. He wasn't doing well. He was borrowing money from people. Listen, let's show. You want to see some more receipts? You want to see some more receipts? Let's show some more receipts. He was borrowing money from people. From this guy claims that he borrowed $300 from him to fix his phone. There's another video out there. Kevin Samuels had a roommate during the pandemic, and he had a hoopty that was leaking oil. This was a man who wasn't doing well, but he came out, he knew what he needed to do. He had to bash women, Black women in particular, to put these bees in their place, as Charleston White says. But listen to this, listen to this, listen to this, listen.
So you can only pay homage to pimps.
Kevin Samuels.
Oh my God. All right. Kevin Samuels, if you want to learn how to dress, if you want to learn style, if you want to learn color coding of your blacks to your grays, he's the perfect guy to talk to. But by no means does this man have game. By no means is this guy, he's a guy that is doing what is already done before. Because see, the thing about the game and life, there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new. So what he's doing now has already been done before, my brother. So he's just yelling at women, and people love him because a lot of motherfuckers don't have the balls to do it themselves. So they worship a false idol. So
you don't think some of the things he say are valid?
Like, give me an example. Give me an example.
I mean, this is what the think tank knows.
Okay, what are you saying valid? Okay, let's look at something valid. Nothing. Because okay, listen. I'm not team women. I'm team man. I'm team me. But what as a man, we solve shit. We're not problematic. And these women are setting themselves up. They go on this show just to get knocked down because they.
You know what? We could probably break that down piece by piece, but I want to get to the part about the borrowing of the money. Let me get the timestamp on that. Okay, here. Let's continue. Let's just jump forward here into the video. Here we're here, far up in there. Here we go. Here.
This sound personal on me, like.
Well, yeah. Well, I do have a personal. I had a personal issue with him. What people don't know, like I said before, and it's no knock on him. And I'm not here to knock his finances at the time, but in the beginning, he was broke. Well, I'm not gonna say he was broke, but he couldn't fix his phone. And I gave him some money. I gave him about $300 to fix his phone. Because he didn't have it. He never paid. Well, I finally got paid back. But the problem I always had was when someone does something for you, you know, the man in you should always break that motherfucker off as soon as you get taken care of. And see, that's part of the problem we have today with our people and stuff. We don't honor our commitments anymore. And the fact that he didn't do that was one of the problems. But no, I finally got paid. I finally got my money. But it was just again in the tight niche of people that knew what was going on. You know, the guys that that.
Well, you know what? Listen. There's more. Oh, there is more. There is more. You know, the manosphere is so messy. You know, kittens, they bleed from their vaginas when they're in estrus. Oh my gosh. The manosphere is messy. There's more that I have to show you all. There's more. There's more Malone. I feel like we need to break that video down by itself, piece by piece. When Kevin Samuels first came out, he got kicked out of Bloomingdale's because he kept buying colognes, making videos, and then returning the colognes, and the people got hip to his game. The manager had to confront him, and he was like, I'm a video maker. I get so many views, but he wasn't getting any views. He was lying about who it is that he was. Fake it till he made it, but he had to keep doing these different things. Remember, he was working at Office Depot, making, what was it, $29,000 a year, just like the statistics said. There's a lot, but let's hear a little more. Let's hear a little more. Let's hear a little more right here, right? Here's Charleston White again. Here's Charleston White. Remember the guy who in that other video?
I saw
Remember,
how.
hold on. I'm trying to get this thing moved over so you can see his face as he speaks. The man, this is not a comedian. I want you to hear the way he spoke about Kevin Samuels when Kevin Samuels first came out. Remember, this is the same man who, once he saw that Kevin Samuels was putting BITCHs in their place down to his scrub level, then he appreciated. But listen to how he talked about Kevin Samuels when Kevin Samuels first started getting his rise to fame, talking about relationships here.
I saw him ask a nigga, how big is this? Do we got a big dick?
Hold on, let's rewind it a little bit. Let's go back a little bit.
Nah, homie, I saw how I saw him ask a nigga, how big is it?
I'm sorry, this is
Speak on women. You know,
here. Let's go all the way back.
But you was going off on him one day, and I was eating breakfast, and I just was dying laughing.
Yeah, I saw half of one of his videos.
And this is a guy who he speaks on relationships.
Man, I don't know what he speak on. Look like he just speak on women. You know, telling a woman what kind of man she can't get based on her body size. Say, little homie, you can't get the whole interview because then that'll take away from what you're doing.
They're talking about Kevin Samuels right here.
Nah, homie, I saw how I saw him ask a nigga, how big is this? Do we got a big dick?
I covered that video.
And when I saw that, his mannerisms, his traits, his pictures, his poses, yeah, man, the nigga look like a homosexual. And in my mind, what kind of man? Men can't correct women, homie. Steel sharpens steel. Iron sharpens iron.
Hypocrisy bounces off of hypocrisy. Because of course, a person who is a fraud will attract people with fraud views. But you hear what he's saying. For those of you who didn't hear how he came out talking about putting bees in their place. I'll play that again for you since there's so many more people on here now than in the very beginning. Go ahead and share this video. For some reason, the numbers are low on Facebook. I don't know what's going on Facebook, but go ahead and share the video. Tag somebody. Listen. But you see how he did the switcheroo, right? Listen.
There should be no man in the group with the cheerleaders telling the cheerleaders how to be better cheerleaders. There should be no dance coach, drill team leader over with the boys telling the boys how to be better men. That ain't how that go. Grandmother and them need to be over there talking to them women, chastising them women, telling them women how to be better women, how to get a better man. How can he tell a woman what kind of man she go get? Pretty is as ass pretty does. He sound like the type of nigga just from talking to the women. I make this kind of salary. You want a 6-figure man. Well, sound like those men buying women, the mail order type bras, right?
Listen, this video is a long video. We might have to, if you want me to go through the whole video piece by piece, let me know. But let me refresh your memory. This is why, because somebody sent that video to me when it first came out, and I never covered the video. I'm playing it now because there's such a stark contrast. Let me refresh your memory at how...
Yeah, ain't no woman celebrated the death of no man that she ain't fucking. That nigga ain't done nothing to nobody for a motherfucker celebrate his death. Or he done something so good that they had to celebrate his death. Oh, I'm glad that motherfucker gone. Oh, we can breathe. No, homie. He was helping us. Yeah, he was bringing them bitches down to a level where they needed to be. Look us eye to eye. Because for a long time, them hoes been looking down on us since that TLC song, I Don't Want No Scrub. Nigga in the passenger side of his best friend ride. Bitch, so? Let me borrow your car, and I promise in 2 months I get a car, bitch. Yeah, right now, yeah, bitch, I put more money into my rims than I did my transmission. So, bitch, bitch, I'm a good man. Just because I'm in this nigga passenger seat, you want to discredit me. So, yeah, nigga, until Kevin Samuel come along, we didn't know how to handle them hoes with good credit, with money.
Listen, that's it right there. If there's, listen, you all said you wanted me to break down the Jon Moss video piece by piece. Let me know. I'll go through that with you all. But let me know if you want me to play that whole Charleston White video where he's talking about Kevin Samuel shouldn't be addressing the women. But then as soon as he heard and found out that he was putting BITCHs in their place, then all of a sudden, now he's congratulating him, applauding him. And this is what I'm saying. The agenda is exposed. It's not really about educating and uplifting men, because apparently a lot of these men just want to stay at the level that they're at. It's about denigrating, debasing, and bringing down women to the level so that they can get top tier women at bargain basement prices, so that they can take, beautiful, desirable women that they love to look at and not have to reach higher. But the thing is that women in relationship, in marriages with women, men earn more. But if you don't want to do more, you want to be able to bring the beauties, the baddies down to your level so that you can go plowing in and out of a woman's tenderness, cracked open on a funky futon in a dank ass basement with dog feces on the floor. This is not a false story. This is a true story, as relayed to me from a man who told me, why would you want her to be down there with you? There was this guy who was a bum living in his mother's basement, and the mother had so little respect for him that in the wintertime, she would send her little dog down into the basement to defecate inside the house. And the man was like, I knew she was really down for me because she had intercourse with me down in that funky ass basement with dog feces around when he had nothing. But why would you want to take a beautiful being, a pretty, precious, pretty thing, a soft and pretty thing, down into a basement with dog feces and plow in and out of her tender insides? Why would you even want to debase yourself like that? But to them, the amount that you show you care about them at your expense is the test. This man said that if you let him borrow your car, in 2 months he'll have his own. Why don't you have your own now? Why don't you have your own now? Somebody saying he was paid off to support Kevin. Who knows? I mean, the guy is gone now after he made these statements. So who's paying him off now? It's like we have all of these conspiracy theories, except, listen, at the end of the day, it's a lack of integrity. Because if you're promoting something that you don't believe in, then where is your integrity? You talking about you a good man and you a man and all this other stuff. As a man, what type of integrity do you have that you could be paid off to support a person that just months before you talked about how he didn't need to be talking to women? Listen, now listen, when we talk about integrity in supporting and promoting a thing, listen, I was only supposed to mention Adam and Eve one time in this video. They paid me. I'm not getting paid anymore. They sponsored this video because they believe in my platform. And I believe in their product. And hence I've mentioned it several times in this video because I want you all to be able to go out there and use a powerful code to be able to live your best life in private, whatever that may be, as long as you're consenting. Happy Pride Month, by the way, to all of you out there who are in the life. Because listen, people in the life buy toys too. As a matter of fact, I think that I wonder who invests more in toys. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when you go to adamandeve.com and you use the code TanyaTKO, you get 50% off one item plus free shipping off your entire order in the US and Canada. There are some exclusions that apply. And remember, listen, they have 24/7 customer service, 90-day, no hassle return policy. Take care of yourself, explore with yourself, do what it is that you need to do, because they keep talking about winter coming. Well, you know, winter is the time that it's time to huddle up. That's the time that you huddle up. So listen, I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. We're going to talk about the self-love lessons from today's video, right? I want to hear what you all have to say. I want to keep this video nice and short so that it can be watched, but I will expound upon the other videos. But let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I want to hear from you. Self-love lessons. Self-love lessons. What is the self-love lesson that you learned from today's video? What's the self-love lesson? I want to hear. So go ahead and type SLL in the comment section. Listen, I appreciate you all for coming out. Thank you so much to all of my knockouts. Listen. I want to see your comments. Type SLL and then type out the self-love lesson, right? Listen, you know what? I remember I was watching ABBA and Preach one day, and they are not my cup of tea either, right? But one of the guys from ABBA and Preach talked about how he wears the same sweatshirt, right? He was like, look, I wear the same sweatshirt, so you know I'm saving my money. So for a person like Kitten Heels, who was spending all this money to rent a room in a neighborhood with mansions, but he had roommates and he spent his money on a Mercedes, but he didn't want to invest in getting a Mercedes that was actually working. Spending your money on designer stuff and all these purses and all that other stuff, right? How much of your money do you save? So when you start talking about a person have money, bringing in money and keeping money are very different things. So listen, miss me with that. So go ahead. Let's see the self-love lessons. What did you gather about self-love from this video? Let's here. Let's see. Self-love lesson, men do nayam. I don't know what that means. Use your sexual desires to manifest the life you want. Thank you. I like this hair color too. I love it. Thank you. Watch out for user. Self-love lesson. I'm a free buck, free baby. I don't know what that means. Hey. Come on, type the self-love lesson. Keep your eyes on the prize. Stay clear of dusty demons. Yes, I can agree with that. I can agree. Self-love lesson. Love thyself. Don't fall for lies no matter how well they're told. This is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're blessed with a brain. Please use it for yourself. Okay. If you don't respect yourself, no one will. Respect and value yourself. Stop mismanaging yourself. Yes, I feel that. Hey. Oh, my song cut off. Let's get that one again. Kittens need some milk. Love yourself, never settle. And you know what? I was thinking about this the other day. You know, there are some men out here who are talking about complex psychological ideas, incorporating evolutionary psychology into their messaging in the manosphere without any training. So we have men believing and repeating stats and all this other stuff, but the people they're listening to have not, they have no, they're just spewing out. And you ask them, what is the source for these numbers? And they can't tell you. Tyra says, self-love lesson, get a great toy and keep your legs closed. Rayo says, be careful of imposters. Yes, I feel you on that. Avoid those. Okay, I am amazing. Avoid those who don't agree. Yes, if you live 50 plus years as a Dusty, if you get an opportunity to actually do something and make money, make the best of it. You all are so terrible sometimes. Let's see, what are the self-love lessons? Only your opinion counts about yourself. Okay. All right, come on. Let's get it. 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 I think we're in the mood for some Caribbean. Irvin says your show is a joke. Okay, but you're here, so thank you so much for supporting. And let me bust a quick wine for you. Come on. Come on. Hey, let me bust a wine for you. Since you're here and you say a joke. Come on. Hey. 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 Oh, you don't know nothing about this. You don't know nothing about this, yeah? Come on. What's the self-love lesson? No one except Jesus can love me better than I can. Do your research. Let's see. What's the self-love lesson? Come on. Come on. Invest in yourself. Yes, darling. Come on. Come on. Bust a wine with me. If you're at home, get up out your seat. I don't know what time it is where you are, but I know for me. Hey. Come on. Hey. 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 Come on. Hey, what you know about that? What you know about that? Hey. Kitten Heels is an ancestor now. Maybe in his family, but not over here. Hey. A brand built on negativity will eventually crumble. Well, you know what? I do believe. Hey, believe in your potential. Listen, we need some evidence. Because this guy believed that in 2 months he would have his own car. But is that realistic? Go ahead and throw up them lights. Listen. Hey. Hey, 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 hey. Listen. Hey. Jay, only click on the videos you want to see. The self-love lessons in this apply. Know your worth. You bring literal wealth to men. Thank you. I love that. Yes. 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 Absolutely. Absolutely. So let me go ahead and give the closing. I appreciate you all coming out. Listen. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself is what? The self-love lesson to me from this video is to realize that your self-love has to come from within. There are people out there who don't want to do better for themselves, and rather than them lift themselves up. And I had to learn this lesson the hard way many, many years ago, when I was talking to an associate of mine, somebody who I thought was a friend at the time. And I could never really discuss my abundance. I couldn't discuss how well I was doing because like certain people have a way of trying to throw it back in your face. Well, that's good. And this person, this associate of mine was a Caucasian male of all things. And he's talking about, well, that's easy for you to say because you got money and this, that, and the other. Imagine me as a Black woman who had to fight against so many odds. Listening to a white man tell me that's easy for you because you got money. You think that the money fell for you? What? You have your hand dealt for you before you came into this world. And when I was talking to him, and then I started having financial problems near him because I felt bad about what it is that I had because he was doing so poorly. And when I started having financial issues near him, I had to tell him, I'm like, why is it that the that the temptation is for me to have to make myself small to be able to be in conversation with you rather than you attempt to make yourself large to be in conversation with me? Listen to what it is that I'm saying. Do I need to say that again? Do I need to say that again? I said, why is the temptation for me to have to make myself small to be in conversation with you instead of for you to rise up and make yourself big to be in conversations with me? Because listen, I don't like financial issues. I don't like financial issues. And when I started, and you will notice that when you're hanging around people who have all of these financial issues, it starts to rub off on you. This is why I say you got to surround yourself with people who are doing well. They say that you become like the 5 closest people to you. Take a look and see who is around you. And have you ever gotten a new friend or started dating somebody new, and then you started noticing that you start saying phrases that they say, you start your mannerisms, you start doing some of the same things, going some of the same places, and then you start mimicking them. What would happen if you mimicked people who were truly successful, not fake success, like these charlatans online, like Charleston White or whatever his name is. Charlatan, what is it? Charleston, like Charleston White and his hypocrisy. So the self-love lesson for me in this is to be large. Don't shrink yourself for anybody. Let the temptation be for them to make themselves large to be in conversation with you, rather than you shrink yourself to be in conversation with them. Keep yourself large. So there are people out there who want to bring you down to their level. There's people who want you to be small enough and bite-sized enough and be able to look them in the eye. Play the video again. You heard what he said. He didn't mince words. He did not stutter. At first, he started talking years ago when the man first started going viral. Oh, men shouldn't be trying to advise women. But then when he started hearing, oh, he's bringing bitches to their place. Oh, yes, I can get behind that because he's breaking women down. Because I don't want to do better. I want to spend more on my rims than my transmission. That's not a good judgment call. So please, ladies, if there's any self-love lesson that you have gotten from any of my videos, please continue on your trajectory. Continue to reach for the stars. Continue to reach for the skies. If you need to satisfy yourself, I'm going to drop the plug one more time. Go to adamandeve.com. Put in the code TanyaTKO and get 50% off one item plus free shipping on your entire order. And this is in the United States and Canada, and there's some restrictions that apply. But when I used the code in my orders, the only time that it didn't give me the full 50% was during Memorial Day weekend when they had this huge sale and I had a bunch of free stuff already in my cart. And there was the thing that could only be discounted 10%, but everything was already so discounted. You don't lose. And they add you to a mailing list where they're constantly sending you, alerts about wonderful things that you can do. I believe, I forget what the percentage is, but there's a percentage of their overall sales that is donated to HIV research around the world. It's just an amazing, I personally am happy about being sponsored by them. I'm personally happy about being sponsored by them. And that's why I keep dropping the plug, because I want you all to be able to go out there and enjoy, live a fantastic adult life, experiment, role play, learn what you like, learn what your partner likes, do different things, try a few different things. Listen, I love you all very, very much. Let me check the apples one last time. We got one apple that has come in from Faith Speaks, and she sends $10 through. Thank you, Faith. And it has speak that the gems, fire, fire, fire. Thank you so much. I appreciate that love. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Somebody said vibrate yourself into outer space. I don't know about all of that, but please find out what you like. We are settling far too much. Divest. and don't divest down. Because some people are like, they could be terrible people in any community, right? So then why would you want to date anyone terrible? Just go to Adam and Eve, put in the code Tanya TKO, get your stuff, and just live like that. I'm telling you, that free shipping off the entire order is powerful. It's like, listen, they looked out for us, so I appreciate them, and I appreciate you all. So listen, go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And I will see you all in the next video. What song should we go out to? A little wine, a little winery? Listen, go ahead and say your goodbyes. Go throw up your dancing ladies. And I will see you all in the next video. Hey! Thank you all so much for coming out. Hey, 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 hey. Listen, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. Remember, my topics are about the themes and the ideas, not so much the person, because you could rinse and repeat in any scenario, but it's always about analyzing yourself on the inside. You know what? We're gonna have to do some meetups coming up. Hey, come on. If you have not stood up yet, what time is it? Oh, it's 12:12. It's late on the East Coast. It's 6 a.m. in England. Listen, and in Nigeria. So if you're just waking up and you're seeing this video, make sure that you put it on while you're getting ready for work. If you're about to go to bed, do your thing, because I'm getting ready to go. You know what? I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna go have myself a wonderful night. All right, and I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. Thank you all so much. I will see you all in the next video. If you want to drop video ideas about a story that's going viral that has to do with self-love, hey, send me a message on TanyaPKO.com. Hey, send me a message on TanyaPKO.com. Click on contact and send that through that way. I will see you all later. Tanya TKO, and I'm out. Thank you so much for supporting the live show. Thank you so much for supporting the sponsor of this video, and I will see you all in the. If you know what? If you use my coupon code, right, which is in the description, and you bold enough, go ahead and write inside the comment area that you used it. You don't have to tell us what you got, because some of these things are very personal, and that's between you, yourself, or your lover, or your other, or whatever it is that you're doing. Go ahead, just let me know. I want to know how well the knockout support is. All right? Tanya TKO, and I'm out. Please share the video, like, subscribe if you choose to, and pass the code on. Anybody can use it. Your friends, your family. So yes, absolutely. Go get that. Go get your stuff. Get your discount. And I'll see you all later. Peace. I love this. I have the best job in the world. I love it.